Some people walk into a room and immediately sense that something feels off. There's no raised voice, no obvious drama, but something in the energy of the room clicks in their mind. A glance that lingers too long, a smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes, a tone that seems polite but carries tension. Many see this as a superpower, a sharp intuition. But for those who live with it, this heightened perception can feel more like a trap than a gift. Their mind never turns off. Moments that should be simple are dissected, analyzed, and replayed endlessly. One small silence can spiral into 1,000 what ifs. If you've ever experienced this, or know someone who does, you understand that being hyper aware isn't just about intelligence. It's about constantly noticing layers of meaning that others completely miss. And while this awareness can feel like a strength, it often comes with a cost: emotional exhaustion. Today, we're going to explore the psychology of people who are overly aware and discuss how they can prevent their own minds from overwhelming them. Where does this heightened awareness come from? Psychologists usually divide this trait into two categories. The first group is born with it. These are the naturally sensitive people, sometimes called HSPs, highly sensitive persons. Their nervous system works like an ultra-sensitive antenna, picking up on emotions, sensations, and subtle cues that others would never notice. From birth, the world registers in high definition for them, emotionally and socially. The second group develops this hyper-awareness through experience, usually as a survival mechanism. Neuroscience calls this hypervigilance. Often it begins in childhood, in environments where emotional stability is unpredictable. Picture a child growing up in a household where moods shift like weather. To feel safe, the child learns to observe everything: the creak of the floor, the slam of a cupboard, the cadence of someone's voice. Their brain becomes a radar for potential conflict, and the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, stays constantly on alert. Over time, this vigilant attention evolves into a permanent lens of awareness that shapes how they navigate the world. When these children become adults, they often wonder, why do I overthink everything? But this isn't a flaw. It's a type of intelligence shaped by survival. That protective instinct, once crucial, now lives within them. Sign 1. Constant mental analysis. For most people, conversations are simple exchanges.
But for highly aware individuals, every interaction comes with an invisible checklist. Imagine receiving a message from your boss. Can we talk later? Most people take it at face value, but someone with heightened awareness immediately senses tension. The choice of words, the timing, the subtle undercurrent of emotion. They run scenarios in their mind. Did I do something wrong? Are they upset with me? This is partly driven by an overactive default mode network, a part of the brain responsible for reflection and self-focused thinking. Half of their attention may appear engaged in the moment, while the other half is running constant internal calculations. By the end of the day, even seemingly mundane tasks can leave them mentally drained. Sign 2. Hyper self-awareness. These individuals don't just observe the world, they observe themselves constantly. Every feeling is monitored, evaluated, and judged. Feeling sad on a walk? They might immediately question themselves. Why am I sad? Shouldn't I feel happy? What's wrong with me? Even joy becomes dissected. Laughing at a joke? The mind instantly wonders if the laughter seemed genuine, if it fit the moment, if it revealed too much. It's like trying to dance while staring at yourself in a mirror the entire time. You might get all the steps right, but you lose the flow, the natural presence, the ease of being. Sign 3. Difficulty trusting others. Heightened awareness gives them a kind of emotional X-ray vision. They notice motives behind compliments, hidden intentions in apologies, subtle manipulation in seemingly kind gestures. This isn't cynicism, it's protective. They've learned that relationships can be unpredictable, and trust isn't always safe. But it does come with a quiet cost. Relational innocence fades. They can feel isolated, even among people, because others don't see the hidden layers that they perceive. Sign 4. Empathy that overflows. For highly aware people, empathy isn't optional, it's automatic. They sense tension, sadness, and even subtle irritations,
sometimes without anyone expressing them verbally. This deep empathy can make them a calming presence in social situations, but it comes at a price: emotional fatigue. They absorb feelings from others and carry them home. Over time, this makes them the unspoken emotional anchor for everyone around them, but rarely do they have someone to support them in return.
Sign 5. Bodily anxiety. Their awareness extends to their own body. A racing heartbeat, a flutter in the stomach, or even caffeine-induced alertness can trigger their nervous system to read danger into normal sensations. This creates a feedback loop. The body signals threat, the brain interprets it as danger, stress hormones increase, and the sensations intensify. Eventually, even calm moments feel like a state of constant emergency. When awareness becomes control. Eventually, this constant monitoring evolves into a strategy. Predict every outcome to avoid pain. Their minds replay what-ifs endlessly. What if they leave? What if I fail? What if everything falls apart? While protective in intention, this leads to analysis paralysis. Life is no longer experienced. It's managed, constantly preempted, and meticulously calculated. Presence gives way to protection, and freedom is replaced by caution. How to live freely as an overly aware person. The solution isn't to turn off awareness. That's impossible. The solution is learning what to carry and what to release. 3 principles help. Not every silence or pause has hidden meaning. Sometimes a delay or a blank expression is just that: a delay or a blank expression. Not every feeling needs fixing. Anxiety or sadness can be observed without judgment. Recognize it, breathe, and let it pass. Not every insight demands action. You can understand someone's struggle without becoming their therapist or taking responsibility for it. Boundaries transform awareness from a burden into a gift. They can still perceive deeply, but without absorbing every emotional ripple around them. They move from trying to predict pain to fully experiencing life. The transformation. The shift is subtle but profound. Awareness softens, presence returns, curiosity replaces fear. Joy can be felt without overanalyzing. Coffee can be savored without judgment. And life can be lived instead of constantly managed. Their sensitivity remains, but now it warms rather than drains. They are no longer prisoners of their own insight. They are guides of their own emotional world. If you recognize yourself in this video, leave a comment about which sign resonates most. And if you know someone who struggles with a racing mind, share this with them. It might be the comfort they need. Thank you for watching. I'm 12 Mick, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights about the mind, awareness, and emotional life.